All right. Good morning. What's up, Peter? What's up, Paul? What is up, Zay? Nuclear trading. What is going on? Wow. I got a full house today. Trading with Tim. What is going on? Baja Express. ALB. Good morning. James. Bennett. Good morning. Meg 11. Good morning. Fulton. Good morning. Gabe. Good morning. All right, so let's take a look at the gap scan. Looks like we got a lot moving today. Hopefully this is a good sign. So first on the gap scan is IONM. IONM, let's take a look here. Penny stock, 60 cents currently. Looks like we had a nice move here from 26 cents up to 75 cents. Remember, we've been getting lots of great moves on penny stocks, so this one could be in play. I do see that it does have news. Assure holding shares are trading higher after the company announced that it filed two form ROWs and requested the withdrawal of offering and business combination filings. So it looks like they requested. So they look like they're about to withdraw offering and business combination file. It's very vague, but it seems like the market is responding quite well to it. You can take a look here at the float. This one is up 150%. It looks like it's an 8 million share float. 8 million share float on a penny stock is pretty good. As far as daily chart goes, you can take a look. Looks like we have a level up here around 97, 98. And then that psychological resistance at $1 if we get up there. So I guess that's kind of like the next level there. Up there at, well, first we got to break pre-market highs and then up to $1. After that, looks like we have some room, maybe up to about 120, 130, and then we have a nice gap here up to $2, but I don't think it's going to be that strong. I'd be surprised if we get up to $1 on IONM. I'd be surprised. Next stock here in the gap scan, NLSP. NLSP, next stock here in the gap scan. This one, another penny stock. Let's see if we have news. Looks like we have news. Announces promising preclinical results for Parkinson's disease treatments. Sounds like a pretty promising here, promising catalyst. Let's see here. Swiss clinical stage biopharmaceutical company. So it's a biopharmaceutical company dedicated to pioneering therapies on rare, complex central nervous system disorders. I mean, everyone knows what Parkinson's is, so that could definitely gather some attention, especially since we have looks like positive results on the treatment. Let's see here. Announced licensing agreement. Okay, so yeah, throughout the catalyst, it just kind of goes in about the side effects and like the details of its drug. If you wanted to read through that, but all we really need to know is that it's positive results, positive preclinical results on the Parkinson's disease treatment. So pretty good catalyst for a biopharmaceutical stock. It's a penny stock. Let's take a look at the float. NLSP. 25 million share float, a little bit on the higher end, but since it is a 38-cent stock, I would I would consider this still be in our normal standard deviation of stocks that we would consider trading. If it was a higher price stock, let's say it was a $10 stock with a 25 million share float, I probably wouldn't be as excited, but since it is a 30 cents a share, we'd be able to still turn that float relatively fast, relatively frequent, and could potentially see a big move. So NLSP, I like this one. I do like also pre-market. We're still kind of holding VWAP, so that's always a good sign. Near relatively, pre-market highs. We're near the pre-market highs here, which is good. So we don't have a lot of ground to cover to break pre-market highs. And then looks like we have another level here. We'll have the psychological resistance at 50, but then we have the most recent pre-market high or previous pre-market high of June 17th up at 54 cents, which will be a level. After that, then we're looking at maybe 60s. I don't know, it's tough to say here. It's kind of a little here, maybe 75. I'd say first target, if this one is the one, I'd say first target here is past today's pre-market high is going to be that previous pre-market high of June 17th. After that, hopefully starts making its way up to $1, but we'll see how strong this is. All right, next stock here on the gap scan. BSFC. This one is a $3 stock. Could be a micro float. Let's see. BSFC. 1 million shares for the float. Just pretty small. Let's see. This could contribute, since it's such a small float, it could contribute to a little bit larger spread. So we aren't getting a 1 cent spread on this. Right now we're seeing anywhere from, at the low end, 1 cent spread to a high end of a 4 cent spread. So always keep that in mind as well, because it could mess up your entries and your exits. So it could bring more risk than you're comfortable with, or getting out could be at the price that you want to get out may not be as easy. But it also can move much faster since it's a wider spread. It tends to be thinner. There's less bid stacks, less ask stacks, because there's just less shares on the market. And in that case, it can move faster. It can be more parabolic, more volatile in both directions. So it's sort of like it's a good thing and a bad thing, is what I'm trying to say. It could be a good thing and a bad thing. So BSFC, let's take a look here. See if there's a news catalyst here. Float was 1 million. Looks like provides 2024 revenue guidance of at least 65% growth with anticipated annual run rate greater than $20 million. Provides revenue guidance. Okay, so it's just a revenue guidance, but they're pretty optimistic. 65% growth with anticipated annual run rate greater than 20 million. That's very optimistic. So I guess investors and traders are kind of all over this. And then it goes into the details of why it thinks that here. Please announce providing. Company has been successful in securing new business for growth opportunities for the future, such as increased customer base at Canadian facility for steelhead salmon. We're excited to showcase our commitment to the company growth in 2024. Okay, so I mean, it is definitely positive news. Market seems to be reacting well, which is kind of all we need to know. It's a 1 million share float. Looks like we're breaking here pre-market highs, which is good at a recent reverse split. I would say next level would probably be Let's say 368. $481. After that, after that, we definitely have some room, maybe up to 6. Looks like I had my trend lines here, so it looks like I traded this before, BSFC. So who knows? I think BSFC could give us something. It's kind of hitting all of our bullet points as far as float, catalyst, daily chart is not terrible. Recent reverse split, which sometimes is great because of the less supply. So let's see if we pull back here and hold these pre-market highs and then continue higher through 350. So those are the top 3 in the gap scan. The 4th on the gap scan is Sing, S-I-N-G, penny stock. Float is small float, no catalyst. So Sing 11 million share float for a 27 cent share stock, and doesn't have a catalyst. So I don't know why it's up 80%, but it's up 80%. Let's see. FFIE, this one was breaking out, I remember, from yesterday. So similar pattern. We've seen this pattern before. If you go through back on this day, whoops, let me just delete this here. Is it going to show me? I think I need to change my 10-day maybe? No, 10 days not enough. We've seen this pattern before. Let's see here. Time frame. I have so much crap in the way here. Jesus. Trying to set this time frame here. Okay, here we go. 30 days. 5 minute. Okay. Let's bring it back to the day. Big day. Did we see this pattern before? Yeah. So I guess we kind of did see this pattern before on FFIE. So yeah, so here it is. Yeah, yesterday's high, consolidating, pre-market, and then kind of breaking out. Well, it looks like it's breaking out before they open, but that same kind of consolidation pattern over pre-market and overnight, and then breaking out. So I wonder if it's going to make one of these moves, or if it's going to top out in reverse. All right, we do have to check Charles Schwab margin requirements. Make sure everything is, we're able to trade like normal. So let's do that. We do not want to get any restrictions on our account. GTBP is running. We can take a look here at GTBP. All right. So here is our margin maintenance requirement lookup. So every single day, if you're on Charles Schwab, every single day, this needs to be part of your process, pre-market, for your watch list. Every single day. Because if you don't, and you end up trading a stock that's not marginable, even though you're over PDT, you're going to be treated as a cash account because the stock is not marginable. You will not get instant settlement. You will not be able to go short. You will not be able to take a bigger position than the cash that you have in your account. And even cumulatively, let's say you take 100 trades that are each $1,000 in total trade each, $1,000 worth of buying power. You'll still get a warning, or you'll even get restricted because you went over, used more buying power than the money you had in your account if you had 25K in your account, because 100 times 1,000 is 100,000. So you'd be using 100,000 buying power when you only had 25,000, and Charles Schwab will not decline your orders. It'll still fill you. They'll still fill you even though you technically don't have any buying power on a not marginable stock. So this is why we need to kind of take responsibility into our own hands, because Charles Schwab will not decline our orders. Before, TD Ameritrade will decline our orders. There were many stocks that I tried to trade, and TD was just like, oh yeah, you just can't trade this stock on TD for whatever reason. And I think it was this, because there were some stocks that were just not marginable. So instead of allowing traders to trade them, TD would just kind of restrict the stock from being traded by any of their clients. But Charles Schwab doesn't do that, so you kind of have to take responsibility into your own hands with this. So IONM, special maintenance 100%, so that means we're all good. You can just treat it like normal. NLSP, special maintenance 100%, so we're all good. Was it BCSF or BSFC? BSFC, special maintenance 100%. SING, special maintenance 100%. Guess we'll go down to the next. I mean, CASI is popping up. Special maintenance 100%. So it looks like everything is good. And then FFIE, special maintenance 100%. So it looks like we're all good with those stocks. And we don't need to worry about that. IONM not notice, right? I'm not sure what you mean by that. IONMV not notice, right? I'm not sure what you're saying there. But yeah, IONM, you can trade like normal. So now, which one do I like the best here for the open? Which one do I like the best? Well, BSFC did not hold those highs and continue higher. Kind of back now into this range. So that's going to, let's see how that formed on the 5-minute. It's not a topping tail, but still considerable rejection. I still think it could give us something, but I definitely want to see it back over 330. It's back over 330. We're kind of, the chart's now pivoted back into potential front side again, breaking 345 and 350. IONM, this one is the leading gapper, but the catalyst is only a withdrawal of an offering and business filings. Very vague catalyst. Yeah, a withdrawal of an offering is bullish because previously investors thought their shares would be diluted with the offering, but now they're not. But is that enough to like fuel a bigger move than what we've already seen? It's tough to say. I'd have to wait for volume to come in, momentum to come in, for me to start confidently trading it. I'm not just gonna just take the first dip, because I don't think there's nothing that shows me yet that there's momentum in the stock yet. So IONM, maybe. IONM, maybe. It's gotta prove itself first. NLSP, this is the one with the Parkinson's, right? The Parkinson's catalyst. Yep. This one had a 25 million share float. This one similar like kind of open price action here for IONM. It's just going to open slightly below VWAP, but we still could be I don't know, it's tough to say. I really just have to wait at the open. There's nothing that's A+ yet for the open. I have to wait for which one's going to take center stage, which one's going to take the attention, because we have we have 4 potential stocks that look good. 4 potential stocks that look good, which is great to have, but you also have to remember, all of our attention, all the traders, you know, we don't know what to look at. Or let's say all of our attention is dispersed between 4 different stocks. Let's say, you know, 20% of us are looking at IONM, 20% of us are looking at BSFC, 20% of us are looking at NLSP. So it kind of dilutes some of the momentum, some of the buying, some of the demand. And it may take, let's say, 10 or 15 minutes or however long to kind of see which one is strong, see which one is holding up the best, see which one has the best volume. So in this case, I'm going to sit tight here at the open because I don't want to dig myself a big hole. I want to kind of survive until the big stock, the best stock shows itself. Yeah, we can all just agree to focus on IONM, but unfortunately it just doesn't work like that. More attention means more competition. I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, I guess is the way you look at it. More attention means more competition, but if there's more people buying in that one area, it's that you're looking at for an entry, it's more likely to be an instant resolution trade. That's why I like trading stocks that everyone is looking at. I don't see it as competition. I see it as, well, when I take that entry, if it's the right entry, it's going to immediately work in my favor because everybody else will be seeing that same entry, causing it to get insane amount of demand in that specific area on the stock, whether that be a breakout or a red to green or a significant dip, 5-minute pullback, 1-minute pullback. Those areas will have more demand, will have more people willing to buy. So once I secure my shares, it should be an instant resolution because everybody's looking at that spot. Everybody's looking at the stock, looking to get in. Versus a stock that doesn't have any attention, I might buy the perfect entry. I might have the perfect entry on a dip, but because it doesn't have a lot of attention, it won't have that instant resolution that we would see with the hot stock. So, all right, we got about a minute left. So as you guys are tuning in your own trading, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're new. Let's stay calm, cool, and collected. Definitely have some potential today. So I'm excited. I'm gonna sit tight for the open and wait for the winner. So that's my plan, and hopefully you guys can pull out some gains today. So good luck, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.